No one expected a 265-pound center to show that kind of control and care, softening a collision in midair. That was exactly what happened in a recent Rockets game. Steven Adams leapt up to help Shepard on defense, but as his massive body came crashing down toward Bobby Portis, who was about to take a shot, something remarkable happened. Instead of barreling through him, Adams pulled back all his strength midair. When they both landed, he immediately checked to make sure Portis wasn't hurt. It wasn't the first time this brute wrapped his toughness in gentleness. Over 13 NBA seasons, that quiet kindness has become part of his DNA. Back in the 2020 playoffs, Adams set a screen, rolled to the rim, and collided hard with JaVale McGee. Both players went down. At 265 pounds, Adams could have easily crushed McGee's leg. But in that split second before landing, he arched his back and twisted midair, sparing McGee from injury but slamming his own back onto the floor. Then there was the unforgettable moment in 2018. Adams used a pump fake to send Mason Plumlee flying under the rim. Instead of going for an easy and one, he stopped his shot, let Plumlee land safely, and then helped him up. The crowd gave him a standing ovation. Ironically, that moment of kindness turned into a farmer and the snake story later. In March of this year, the same two met again, fighting for position. Plumlee threw an elbow straight into Adams' throat. The two went down wrestling, yet Adams just smiled calmly, waiting for the refs to sort it out. He shows tenderness to opponents, and even more to his teammates. To help Russell Westbrook average a triple-double for 2 straight seasons, Adams would box out 2 defenders at a time just so Russ could grab an easy rebound. Paul George once shared a story. Late in a close game, the team had no timeouts left. Suddenly, Adams started clawing at his own face. Everyone asked, "Steve, what the hell are you doing?" He said, "If I can make my face bleed, the refs have to call an official timeout." Few remember that the NBA's toughest big man used to be a shy kid. When he first entered the league, he'd shrug his shoulders and stare people down before games just to look intimidating. Instead, he ended up being voted the player most guys want to punch. Opponents have hit him in the stomach, grabbed his throat, and even kicked him below the belt, more than once. But he never retaliated. As he once said, "I'll never do anything that hurts my team." Off the court, that same gentleness defines him. He teaches kids manners, shows up at community events, and quietly picks up the check when eating out with friends. Yet few people know, this gentle giant almost gave up basketball because of poverty. Born in New Zealand in 1993, Adams lost his father at a young age. The family fell into hardship, and the $1,000 yearly basketball fee became a burden they couldn't bear. Luckily, one of his older brothers found a sponsor, saving his basketball dream and paving the way for his journey to the NBA. Today, Adams is one of a kind in the league. While other stars travel to China surrounded by entourages and assistants, Adams strolls the streets alone in flip-flops, soaking in the culture firsthand. His 265-pound frame gives him the strength to protect his teammates. But the gentleness in his soul, that's his true power. Once labeled the most punchable guy in the NBA, Steven Adams has spent 13 seasons proving that toughness and kindness can live in the same heart, and that's exactly what makes him one of the league's most genuine souls.